Welcome, welcome, welcome. Forest night out in St. Louis. Hopefully you're having an absolutely awesome December. I know I am. What I want to do here very quickly is just go through and show you an if, right? An if you would have taken the trade signal, right? 1 second here. Need to go to gallery view and then speaker mode. That's not what I want. All right. So as I was saying, if you would have taken the trade idea that was put out on Wednesday just for SPX, and you wanting to pass the funded challenge, if we would have taken both the buy and the sell trade, and you would have entered them in as pending orders, you would have had a little bit of a win here. And I'm going to go over that and show that to you here real quick. So let me jump over and do a screen share and show some math in this. So looking at this, this is a chart, right? This is your trading view chart where we mark up trades, and I've got a lot of notes on here, and I want to go through this. So when you enroll into a funded challenge, right, and there should be a link if you're catching us on YouTube, there's going to be a link underneath here to enroll in the funded challenge. If you'd like to get the trade ideas, there's also going to be a link under here to enroll into the academy so that you can get the trade ideas, and we can teach you how to do that, learn how to use the software, learn how to put all that stuff in. Very cool. You're going to get access to me. If someone else referred you, make sure you use their referral link, not mine, so that they can get the credit for the referral. So said that to say this trade idea right here says how to take an SPX trade signal to pass the Forex Funded Challenge. Well, why does it say SPX instead of S&P 500? Well, SPX is the stock options side of S&P 500. Our stock options educator, which is an absolute rock star, drops trade ideas 2 to 3 times a week. I trade SPX, and I cheat a little bit, and I take my SPX on my stock options side, and I can take them because the numbers line up 100%, so I can take the SPX trade and trade it on the Forex side or the S&P 500 and sort of double dip, if you want to call it that way, right? So this is a trade. The idea was dropped on yesterday, December 11th at 8:34 a.m. So in your trading software, if we're specifically talking about a funded challenge on the Forex side, we're not talking stock options, we're simply talking on the Forex side. If you would have taken this trade and you entered it in as a pending order, right here, this would have been your entry area, which I believe was 6070. You would have entered it in here. It activated at 8:45 a.m. So she dropped the trade ID at 8:34. So you would have gone into your trading software and entered a pending order for the pending order on a buy to start here at 6070. It hit TP1 basically at 9:05. So about 20 minutes later, it hit TP1. Shortly after that, 5 minutes later, it hit TP2. A little bit later at 10:35, it hit TP3. And then at 11:10, it hit TP4, and it didn't make it to its final target profit area. Now, what does all that mean? Well, here's what's really cool. In your trading software on a $100,000 challenge, I recommend this, right? This is my 2 cents in setting this up. First, is set my stop loss at 0.5%. I don't want to be over 0.5% stop loss. You can do whatever you want to do, right? This is what I'm saying. How do you want to pass a funded challenge? This is what my recommendation is. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. As a matter of fact, earnings disclaimer: the use of this information, products, and services should be based on your own due diligence, and you agree I'm not liable for any success or failure trading or investing that is directly or indirectly related to the use of this information, products, and or services reviewed and or advertised. All information contained in herein is independently verified and confirmed. I do not accept any liability for any loss or damage whatsoever. You should be 18. Basically, if you don't want to lose money, don't trade. If you don't like to lose, don't trade. If you can't afford to lose money, don't trade. If you're in a bind and you need money, don't trade, right? This is not a get rich quick deal. You need one is you're going to need money to trade. And if you want to pass a funded challenge, you can get some money to trade, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a few trades to get there because you're on the step 1, phase 1 on a $100,000 challenge. you got to do $10,000. On phase 2, you got to do $8,000, so on and so forth. I would recommend, if you are going to do a funded challenge, that you not do any less than $100,000. However, you can do whatever you want to. I'm just saying, based on my experience and the people I've worked with, I would recommend a $100,000 challenge or higher. Again, if you need the link for the funded challenge, you don't have it, let me know. I'll get it to you. If you want to get enrolled into the academy so you can get the trade ideas like this one, reach out to me and I'll get that to you. Okay, back to this. So the trade idea was dropped on the 11th at 8:34 a.m. You go into your trading software and you enter a pending order. You put in your stop loss at 0.5%. And of course, you can choose whatever lot size that you want. Again, this is what I'm choosing. This is what I'm doing on a $100,000 challenge. I'm not going to go over a one lot size on a $100,000 challenge. If you go to a $200,000 challenge, you can probably go to 2 lots and just cut all this and just double this stuff on a $200,000 challenge. If there's a $150,000 challenge in the middle, you can add like a 1.5 for that and just go up a half or whatever you want to call it. Do the math. So, said that to say this. If you enter the challenge here and you decided you just wanted to go to the target profit 1 and you were at 1 lot size, you would have made 500. So each one of these take profits is 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. So if you would have stayed in the trade this entire time, there's $2,000 right there before any kind of fees or anything like that. There was 0 drawdown. So it did not go anywhere near drawdown. It just took off and ran in this direction. So I'm going to take all of this information here. I'm going to put it on my little spreadsheet that I have, so I know that the trade was entered on this day and this time. It hit these target profit areas, depending on where it is, so I can track it. I want to track and measure to know this. I know, based on past experience, that 90% of the time TP1 is going to get hit. Why did I say that? One is because I track this stuff and I know that. So let's go back and take a look at this. So if you did a one lot size at $500 for each one, of course, for each target profit area, you would have 500,000, 1,500, 2,000. The numbers go in half. On the reverse side of that, if you went to 2 lots, it would be $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. If you went to 3 lots, it'd be 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. Now, said that to say this: if you are going to go to a larger lot size, right? I recommend on your stop loss at 1 lot size on a $100,000 challenge that you do a 0.5 stop loss. That's a 0.5%. Don't go over that. Just stay there. If you go to 2 lots, you need to adjust it up a little bit to give yourself some room on the bottom end. Like this is a 0.5%, so you need to bump that up a little bit to give yourself some room, because you don't want to get a wick that's going to stop you out because your stop loss is too small. Even though we didn't have any drawdown, you just want to make sure you don't get stopped out because you're not giving yourself leverage. This is still fine, right? You still got a lot of room here, and of course, a lot size 3. If you're going to go with a 3 lot, now if you go higher than this, it's on you, right? If you get greedy, it's on you. If you got to pass tomorrow, this is on you. It's not how this works. Take your time and don't be greedy. I would stay somewhere in this range, and of course, if you do a lot size 3, you can do a 1 or 1.5 on the stop loss, and you'll be fine. So again, this idea was dropped on the 11th. The buy kicked in almost immediately and took off. The sell, however, didn't kick in until later today at 1 o'clock, right? It kicked in actually at 1:20 p.m. today, and the sell came in and it hit TP1, it hit TP2, and then we ended out the day, and then Friday just opened up here. Now, if you've never traded Forex before, but it's not Friday, it's Thursday. Well, in trading, the days start at 5 p.m. and go to 8. It's weird, you'll figure it out. Anyway, the market closed right here, and it reopened here just a little bit ago, and the market's back open. So this trade came down here, it hit TP1, it hit TP2. Right, the math on this one's a little bit different because the entry area is a little bit off. So your TP1 would have been like $625. TP2 would have added $500 to that, so it would have been like $1,125 for TP2. But TP1 hit at 150, so it activated at 120. So 30 minutes later, TP1 got hit, and then a little bit later than that, TP2 got hit here about another hour and 10 minutes after that, because prices just moving real slow. This in the afternoon, it hit TP2 and stalled out. So here, and if you would have done, we'll just keep math simple. If you took both of these at 1 lot and you went to TP1 on both of these, you would have earned $1,000. If you went to TP2, you would have earned $2,000. You need to track these and decide for yourself where and when and how you want to get in and take these trades on the Forex side. We're not talking about stock options. We're not talking about any of that's a whole nother ballgame. We're talking about using the SPX trade signals to pass a funded challenge. Do these come out every day? No, they don't come out every day. Typically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There was no trade ideas dropped today. However, the trade idea dropped yesterday, sort of covered yesterday and today. It hit both. A lot of times it'll just hit the buy. Sometimes it'll hit the buy and the sell. Sometimes it'll just hit the sell and not the buy. Again, I recommend at least at a minimum a 0.5% stop loss. Always set a stop loss on your trade. Some people will just turn off the stop loss. You won't worry about it. I'm not saying that. I'm not recommending that. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just saying put a stop loss on your trade. Whatever you decide, whatever amount that is, you need to do. So again, coming in here, so activated, hit TP1, TP2. Now it's turning around and coming back the other way. Will it come down here and finish these trades out? We don't know. We just have to wait and see. So when you go in and enter these into your trading software, you're going to enter them as pending orders unless the price is already where it's at, and then you just do an immediate execute, and you can go in and set your TP1 or your TP2 or your target profit area, wherever you want to set that, and you're off and running. You're going to always check your numbers before you hit the go button. Make sure your stop loss is set. Check your lot size to make sure you're on the right type, your S&P 500. And again, look at your broker. Not all brokers are the same, right? Not all brokers are the same. So whatever broker you're trading S&P 500 with, you'll look at their margins. You look at, like, for example, I made the mistake of trading S&P 500 on election day. On the election day, the margins were freaking ridiculous. It took me forever just to get out of the negative margin. And I didn't change anything. I didn't change my trading plan. I didn't change my strategy. It's just because there was such a huge margin on that day and pricing was ridiculous. It took me forever just to get to like the zero mark because of open negative. And that will happen sometimes when you're trading. Doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It just means that your broker is collecting a little bit of money from you before they pay you the cash on the top side. So you need to understand that. That's some of the basics. So where do you learn the basics? You enroll into an academy, you learn how to trade, you learn the basics, you come in and start taking trade ideas like this one, and you can start small. I recommend, right, using a demo account before you jump into a funded account, right, for a funded challenge. A funded challenge is actually a demo account. So just let me clarify some stuff. You can get a demo account with any broker. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you this link right here. You can go to this link. It's xtrmfx.com/CCFT. If you need that link, I'll get it to you. But if you come here, you can come down here and you can actually create a demo account through a broker so you can practice these trades. I recommend practicing 8 to 12 trades so you know how to enter the trades, you know how to set up your stop loss, you know how to make sure you enter your target profit area so that you can see, so you can put them on a spreadsheet and track them so you know that, oh my goodness, every single time the trades always get over 12 trades. I did 12 practice trades, demo trades, and they all hit TP2. So now I'm ready to go take my funded challenge. So you go in and pay your fee for your funded challenge. $100,000 challenge is like $549. You enroll in that, you take that challenge, and you start taking these trade ideas. Again, they're not going to come out every single day, right? They're going to usually come out in the morning time, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right around 8:30-ish Central Standard Time, maybe sometimes a little bit later, sometimes a little bit earlier, but typically it's about 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not every single day. Not every single Wednesday, Thursday, Friday come out. Of course, holidays, they won't come out. And if you're conservative and take your time and don't rush, you can use these trade signals to pass your funded challenge, but you have to take your time and be conservative. Don't try to pass it in 3 days. Take your time and be conservative. I put all this stuff together here as just an example to give you an idea on what you're doing and what you're looking at when you're doing these challenges. Hit TP1, yay. Hit TP2, yay. Hit TP3, great. Hit TP4, awesome. Does that happen every time? Nope, right? Hit TP1, hit TP2, sort of stalling out, turn around. It may not. You'll just have to wait and see. Do you have to enter both of these trades? No. You might want to just take one trade and be done for the day and then come back and do the next one the next day. Totally up to you on how you want to operate in your trading plan. So hopefully you got some value out of this. I wanted to share this with you to show you they can actually take the stock options SPX trade ideas that are shared through that channel and use them on the Forex side to pass a funded challenge to make it easy on you. So if you have any questions, this video was shared to you by someone else, feel free to reach out to that person, ask them questions. If it was shared by me, feel free to shoot me a text message, 314-498-7688. Love to get you enrolled into the academy. Love to work with you to help you start making some money, start doing some stuff to change your legacy and change your family. If you're a college kid or getting ready to go to college, learning how to trade might be a really, really good idea. I recommend learning how to trade stock options, AKA we're rolling into futures. So we're doing stock options and futures. And then you can take that stuff and you can actually roll it in and trade on the Forex side, which is a lot of fun as well. So you can sort of triple dip, if you want to call it that. But once you learn the basics in trading, especially with the educator that we have on our stock option side, you can apply that to crypto, Forex, stock options, futures, whatever, and you can make money. But you need to give yourself grace and give yourself time to learn this craft. Just copy and trade ideas and trade signals probably isn't a good idea, because you're going to get frustrated, you're going to lose, you're going to blow something, you're going to get greedy, something's going to happen because your mindset isn't right. So I recommend show up. If you have any questions, shoot me a text message. If you'd like to get enrolled in the academy, shoot me a message. We'll get you enrolled. I'll personally work with you to make sure that you have as much success as you want.